You ever notice how the strongest ones always walk alone? The ones who make it through the fire don't come out looking for company. They don't search for approval, for validation, for someone to understand them, because they already know the truth. Strength isn't found in the crowd. It's forged in solitude. When the world turns its back on you, when every hand you once trusted lets go, when you stand in the silence of your own battles, that's when real strength is born. No one gives it to you. No one hands it over like a gift. You earn it. You fight for it. And in the end, you stand alone. This world is blind to your suffering. It doesn't give a damn about your hardships, your restless nights, or the burden you silently bear. Without hesitation, it advances, walking over the broken, disregarding the fallen, and losing track of the names of those who have attempted to rise in the past. The strongest, though, they don't wait for others to take notice. They don't plead for justice, kindness, or assistance. Since they are aware that no one is coming to save them, they forge their own route through the storm. Those who rise and survive have to learn this lesson the hard way. They discover it on their own. People enjoy talking. They enjoy using phrases like loyalty and brotherhood and family. However, when the storm becomes too intense, when the fire becomes too hot, when the burden of reality becomes too great, they depart. They vanish one by one. The people who vowed to stick with you, who vowed never to abandon you, and who pledged they would fight until the very end. Lost. How about you? You are abandoned to the quiet. The broken parts were left to be picked up, abandoned to battle your troubles by yourself. Here's the problem, though. That quiet, it's not a bad thing. It's a present, because you realize you never needed them when you're by yourself. Pain doesn't break you. It molds you. It sharpens your edges, removes your weaknesses, and transforms you into something invincible. Every loss, betrayal, and scar creates something within you that no one can take away. They believed that you would be destroyed if they left you. They believed that you would stay down if you were broken. However, all they accomplished was to transform you into something beyond their control, something that can't be stopped. The darkness no longer frightens you, since you turned into it. Have you ever noticed the silence at the top? The reason behind this is that most people fail to make it. The strain causes them to crumble. When things become too difficult, they give up. They look for solace, for security, for a hand to clasp. However, the most powerful ones, even if they have trembling legs, despite the fact that their hands are bleeding, even when they are being urged to stop by every voice in their head, and they turn around and realize the reality when they eventually arrive at the top of the mountain. No one else is present. The top is chilly, quiet, lonely. The strongest, however, stand there by themselves. Most individuals run away from pain all their lives. They stay away from the fire. They exert every effort to maintain their comfort, safety, and small size. Not you, though. The fire doesn't make you flee. You walk right into it, since you are aware of what they are not. You are not destroyed by the fire. It develops you. Every second of hardship, every doubt, every moment of suffering, all of this turns into fuel. And they no longer see a person when they look at you, when they see how you move, how you struggle, and how you keep getting up. They see something hazardous. What they perceive is indestructible. Allow people to describe you as ruthless. Let them accuse you of being cold-hearted. Allow them to categorize you as a threat. Since they are correct, they are afraid of things they cannot control, and you will never be under their influence. The mentality of the warrior. This is a battleground. The first rule of battle, too. Never put your trust in anyone, not your pals, not your relatives. No, not the people who say they love you. Because trust kills you. Hope betrayed. Love makes a hole in your chest so deep that you will strive to fill it with ashes for the rest of your life. Thus, you are independent. You don't wait for assistance. You can hold without a hand. Your blade is in your possession. They will fear you. They will talk about you in hushed voices, whisper your name like a warning. They will call you cold, cruel, distant. Let them. Let them misunderstand you. Let them judge you. Let them create their own stories about who you are. Because their words mean nothing. Your actions, your power, your victory, that's all that matters. You don't need their acceptance. You don't need their approval. You don't need their love. You were never meant to follow in leadership. It's a lonely road. But the strongest don't fear solitude. They embrace it. They walk alone. They fight alone. And when they rise to the top, when they stand on the ashes of everything that tried to break them, when they look down at the ones who doubted them, who abandoned them, who betrayed them, they won't feel anger. They won't feel pain. They'll feel nothing. Because they will finally understand. The strongest stand alone. Always.